Okay, good morning everyone. It is the first Tuesday of the holidays, and I hope you're having a wonderful break. Let's whisk through the first of the unseens. This one's 2016. Captis enim Syracusis. Let's look at that and remember it is an ablative absolute. For having captured Syracuse, for with Syracuse captured, when Syracuse had been captured, Marcellus had felt, senserat. As soon as I see a verb of saying or thinking, I am immediately imagining that we are possibly going to be dealing with an accusative infinitive, and so I will look for such a thing. So, Marcellus had felt that suam victoriam, Marcellus had felt that his own victory, inhibitam esse, had been, inhibitam, shall we say, inhibited, prevented. Marcellus had felt that his own victory had been prevented, multum, to a great extent, and ac dio, and for a long time, by the machinationibus, by the machinations, let's say by the machines, let's just say rather than machinations, by the machines, by the artistry of Archimedes. Adeo tamen, I see adeo, and I'm looking for a result clause. He was, so, delectatus est, he was pleased by the, or tamen rather, however, he was delectatus est, however, he was perfect passive, he was pleased by the, or delighted by the eximia, by the outstanding prudentia intelligence of the hominis, of the man, adeo, to such an extent. However, he was delighted, he was enthused by the, oh gosh, I didn't mean to do that, my apologies. However, he was delighted by the artistry, by the outstanding, rather, it's not artistry here, by the outstanding intelligence of the man, hominis, to such an extent, that, and here we have our perfect subjunctive, that he announced, that he ordered, let's say, nay, that he not be, so we've got perfect subjunctive as the result clause, followed by an indirect command, that he ordered, that he not, imperfect passive, be killed. Paene tantum. So here, let's go, rather than the paene, let's go to the reponens. Placing paene almost, tantum, as much, gloriae, of glory, in saving, in Archimedes being saved, so placing almost as much of glory, partitive genitive, almost as much glory in saving Archimedes as in oppressis Syracusis, as in conquering Syracuse. Hopefully all of that's okay. At is, but this man, here this is going to be Archimedes, one would imagine, but this man, at is, but he, at is, while he was, so dum formas describit, while he was drawing his formas, his diagrams, animo et oculis, with his mind and his eyes, ablative absolute defixis, with his mind and his eyes fixated upon the ground. Now, let's make sure that we don't make militi our subject. Let's look for our main verb. Let's go all of the way down. Non potuit, was not able, non potuit, find the subject. Non potuit, he was not able, or find the main verb rather, he was not able to indicare suum nomen, he was not able to indicate his name, militi, here's your dative, to the soldier, qui, who had burst into the house, causa, for the reason of plundering, literally intending to plunder, for the reason gerund of plundering. It's not agreeing with anyone, so it's not a gerundive. For the reason of plundering, and stricto gladio, lots of absolutes here, aren't there? And, having drawn his sword, he interrogabat, was demanding, was asking who he was. So all of this is he was not able to indicate his name to the soldier, blah, 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 on account of he requirebat, because he was, on account of him being too eager, on account of propter nimiam, too much eagerness of investigandi, another gerund, of finding out that which he was seeking. I remember going through this ages ago, months ago, and I think, Matthew, you were one of the few ones that was actually already familiar with this story of Archimedes and his circles in the ground. Sed protecto. I guess it's the, I guess here it's a warning from Latin teachers not to care too much about your maths. No, it's far more important than that. And that's not the message at all. Forget that. Sed protecto. So, but having literally pulvere protecto, another ablative, absolute. Madison would want to get these right, wouldn't we, in this context, given that there are so many of them. But having protected his pulvere, the dust, with his manibus, with his hands, protecto, notice there, the O and then the pulvere agreeing with one another. But having protected the dust with his hands, he said, Noli, don't, I beg you, disturbare, disturb that. Again, this is that idea of how much of an advantage one has if you're familiar with the context of the translation. Don't, I beg you, disturb that. Deinde. Then, as if he were ignoring, so quasi as if, present participle, as if ignoring, negligens, as if literally neglectful imperi genitive of the order of a victor, as if ignoring an order of a victor, he ob truncatus est, he was killed, and it's a very depressing story, he was killed, and sanguino suo, and he confudit, he, what do we want to say, he confused, I don't know if we want to say that for confudit, he obscured maybe, the lineamenta, the lines of suae artis, of his own craft, with his suo sanguine, with his own blood. What a beautiful story to start off the holidays with. I hope that you're all very well, and I will put on a new translation either today or tomorrow. All the very best to you.